Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to another episode of Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin, or BB. The title of today's stream is Crypto is Pumping. Well, Tucker, could you do me a favor and just hit him with the line? Say the line, Tucker.
Boys, we are pumping.
Boys, we are pumping. It feels
Mhm.
good. The pump is in the room with us. It's been a long 6 months, but we are getting to the end of the road. Bears are crying and in shambles, peeing and pooping their pants, and they deserve it. It is what it is. I'm unapologetically bullish, and I'm very hateful and discriminatory towards bears. And it is what it is. I have a lot of hate in my heart for the bears. They're filthy, stinky creatures. They had 6 months to torment us, but we are back. And we're going to talk about everything going on in these markets, everything that's pumping, where it may or may not pump to, where if you are sidelined, you may get a pullback and then some. But guys, before we get into it, please do me a solid. Hit that like button. And also, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are growing so quickly, and it's all thanks to you guys. And I wish I didn't have to remind you guys to like, but the mega cap tech overlords, they determine that the way that we grow and our content gets pushed is that you guys actually like it. And I know it's tedious. You have to pick up your mouse or navigate your finger on the screen, and you got to hit that like button. It's a bummer, right? It's a bummer, but it is what it is. And we love you guys, and you guys always come through for us. So if you're watching it later, hit that like button. If you're watching it now, pump those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. Let's ride. We're going to talk about it because today's a great day. It's a Friday, and a lot of altcoins are popping off. Bitcoin looks like it's literally about to Chad any second. We got Louis Tuesday on here, even though it's Friday. So I don't know. I mean, let's start with you, Tucker. Tucker, our golden pocket boys in shambles once again.
Yeah, once again, the golden pocket respecters have been just blown through. Just taken to the cleaners, man. Just taken to the cleaners. Yeah, this is what we've been saying for a while, and I'll show you guys exactly what we've been looking at, or what I've been looking at. Was kind of using these two golden pockets as kind of a mini range, right? Buying underneath here has historically proven to be good buys for the last 6 months, basically, right? We're now breaking out above this one right here. This is the target, fellas. This is the target. This is the 1618 of the whole range. Okay. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, right? Like Max has been pounding the table about the shift in market structure. You could even do this little guy right here, right? Like you are now in an uptrend. Pretty basic market structure stuff. But yeah, guys, big day. Alts are sending. CZ is out of jail. We now have the secret ingredient back in the markets. We all know what that is.
Crime.
Yeah, I was dying yesterday when you said that.
I mean, it's a
easy
reality.
and it's crime.
The secret ingredient.
It's real, guys. It's real. But no, Bitcoin looks fantastic. I mean, Solana is really going for it right now, too. This is kind of that level on Sol I want to see flipped, right? This mid range, we have, it's been respected a few times, but really just want to see us get above these two highs, right? Which would be like 160. Those highs are 162, so maybe 165, somewhere in there. And I think you probably are able to teleport right up to 185, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, speaking of teleporting, guys, I would be remiss not to mention our good friend Pepe, right?
Ooh.
The one that started it all. I said, guys, we said if you break this golden pocket at 09, you are going to teleport right here. Okay, at a minimum, which is a 30% move, which is absolutely worth playing. So that's literally happening as we speak. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see all this playing out finally, and as you look at some of these charts we've been talking about forever, guys, forever. Wolf, Andy, I mean, I was saying this on our Discord call. There's not many charts that are even pushing these July highs, right? That are even pushing these July highs. Most charts are trying to break their August high. Okay. So
It's a great observation, Tucker.
yeah, it's significant outperformance.
I want to see ones in the chat if we got you guys into Boys Club. If you're in Boys Club, I want to see ones in the chat. Let's see if we got anyone into Boys Club. If you guys are experiencing some gains, see some ones in the chat.
Ones in the chat.
Ones in the chat.
I mean, bro, the pair that you need to look at with Andy is
Look at
pair
that, guys.
pair Andy against ETH, man.
Todd.
Yeah.
God damn it, Todd.
But get rid of this. Don't use this Andy because it has an MEV wick on it. Just do like the trading view Andy. It's Andy 2 USD.
2 like that. Oh,
Yeah, use that
I didn't
one.
even know they had
But
that.
pair that against ETH. Yeah,
Okay.
trading view. They decided that we are going to
ETH.
make it, so they gave us our own chart.
Let's just do Coinbase.
I just started using this chart this morning.
That'll do. Oh
We're
my
almost in
God.
price discovery, bro, against ETH. Do you recognize?
Wow.
Yeah,
Andy
wow.
ETH is about to go into price discovery. Do you
Yeah,
guys understand what this means? This is the real valuation right down here.
Yeah, there's no reason you should get stuffed like in here. There's absolutely no reason. Like you should at least push these highs and go higher, right? Like this is the July high on Andy ETH that we were just talking about on Andy USD, and you blew through it and you used it as support. Like
This is the real valuation because Andy is on ETH. It's an ETH contract, just like Pepe is, right? People, whether Andy goes up in US dollar terms is just, it's really more a metric of what ETH USD is doing. But how Andy is trading against its underlying L1, that is the true valuation of this ETH contract, of this meme. Just like that's how I value Pepe, right? The amount of clarity that you can get by properly valuing your assets against not the US dollar, but against their L1s or each other, that's the true valuation. So, I mean, Andy against ETH is, I mean, we're about to go into price discovery, and then the US dollar valuation of Andy will move up aggressively when ETH USD just starts moving up. It's that simple. So, I mean, it's incredible.
there's that's the Pepe pair right there.
And by the way, that wick was from the MEV bot that I was telling you about. So it's like
yeah,
if you use the Andy 2 ETH or whatever, you won't see it.
Andy 2 ETH.
Or Andy 2 USD. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see that's the real chart right there.
Man,
Jared
yeah.
from Subway literally clipped in like 600K on a sandwich, destroyed somebody. But see, these are the real valuations here. Understanding how to properly value these memes and not getting caught up with the US dollar valuations and recognizing that the US dollar valuations of these memes, which are on ETH or Sol, but we're talking about ETH, it's just a result of what ETH USD is doing, but valuing them against ETH or Pepe, for example, for Andy, given the correlation, is the proper context and the proper way to value it. So, I mean, we're almost in price discovery. We are almost in price discovery, guys. It's going to be glorious,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this, it's not going to be a little sweep. We're not going to sweep and jeet the high. We're going to expand out of a multi-month reaccumulation. You're seeing right now with stuff like Andy specifically, or we'll throw Wolf in there too. What you're seeing is after a lot of the froth that happened in January, February, March, and April, with new shit coins popping up left and right, new narratives, so much grift, right? Celebrity tokens, all that crap. What you're seeing right now is a reconcentration and a refocus into legitimate names, legitimate narratives, legitimate memes, right? That's what you have here with Andy, is you have as fundamentally sound, if that's even a real thing to say about a meme coin, as fundamentally strong of a potential narrative, confirmed narrative. It doesn't get stronger than this. So you're seeing people got wrecked on all their shit coins, and now you're seeing a panic to reallocate into real value, right? That's what you're seeing. That's why you're getting these explosive moves, and they're leading off of the bottom, right? They were grouped in together with all the other speculative shit coins, and only the strong have survived, and now you're seeing a panic. Oh, shit, this one's going to win. I need to get in because all my other ones died. That's what you're seeing. And we're not even in like the second inning of that yet. I mean, that's just starting.
Yeah.
On all of it. ETH hasn't even reclaimed 3K yet.
I know. Look
What
at
are we
ETH.
talking about?
Look at ETH.
He just barely moved.
I know.
Dude, Andy will be at 300 mil by the time ETH is, flips 3K. Like, it's just, that's what the pace that it's on. It's just going to fly. It's just going to fly.
Yeah, ETH looks so good here, man. Like ETH feels like it's about to just put in one of these.
Put in a CZ candle.
Yeah. It really does. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that's loading. Get above those local highs there. I mean, even back in that range, we could just pump right back into that range, that macro range. Once we're back inside there, it's game on.
Why did I just get a notification that Shiba Inu is leading on Coinbase? Is that happening?
Is it?
I don't know. Oh, baby.
Wow. Wow. What is the market cap of this? Let's just do it in market.
It's got to be back to like 10 billion at that point on that
12.
pump.
12 bill.
I mean, you're seeing all the shitters that you need starting to pop off.
It's
and guess what?
Too. It's crazy.
Guess what, Tucker? Throw up others, bro. Throw up others. Let them know.
Oh, man.
What? Okay, someone answer the question. Okay, I'm going to get mad if someone doesn't answer because I ask it every day, and everyone ignores me. They laugh at me. They make memes of me. And they dodge my questions. Guys, what are we talking about? Look at this chart. Let me get one diagonal line, Tucker, please.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
One clean diagonal line.
One to rule them
all.
all.
Little trend line that couldn't. That's what we shall call him. The little trend line that couldn't.
Just blasted through.
Someone please answer the question, guys. I'm sick. Every day I ask the question. What are we talking about? And I'm going to ask one more question. Who could have foreseen?
Those are good questions, Max. Those are good questions. Do you have the answers?
Somebody said, I'm all for the memes, but let's not act like they are worth anything.
They're worth everything.
You've got it backwards, my friend.
Everything. Why the hell? Okay, I'm not going to get into this whole discussion. I'm not going to get into this discussion because it'll consume the entirety of market check if I do it.
What?
Value is the most subjective thing in the world. Why during the .com bubble was the average PE ratio over 150 for NASDAQ companies? Right? Because they were able to justify it. It's new tech, right? I'll happily trade it, at a premium of its bottom line because that's how I subjectively view the valuation and its potential, right? Oh, why is Tom Brady's rookie card worth $4 million? Humans have always had a fascination with scarce collectibles, but why was that card that cost a penny to make and initially sold for $1 worth $4 million? Well, that's how they value his career, right? All you're doing with meme coins, people think it's about like the meme. People think that crypto is still about like anything other than Forex. It's literally like a sovereign store of value that's a Forex pair, right? So what we have here with Andy and Pepe and ETH and everything, it's Euro USD that's more marketable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Euro USD that's borderless and more decentralized, and permissionless. That's all it is. It was never about the memes. They make it marketable. They build a sense of community and they onboard. But men will argue over meme coins and not even realize what they're trading. They're trading Forex pairs. How's Andy trading against ETH? How's Andy trading against the US dollar? How's Pepe trading against ETH? How's Pepe trading against Bitcoin? Cryptocurrency exchanges are just Forex desks. They're no different than when you're at the airport and you're traveling abroad and you're like, oh, I got dollars. I need to go get the currency of the country I'm traveling in. That's literally all it is. That's literally all that it is. It's Forex, right? So, like, to say that the memes don't have value, I mean, why does the dollar have value? Why does the yen have value? Right? Because there's enough people that own it and say this is the value of it. Literally. That's literally all that they do.
I know.
We own it, we hold it, we use it, we trade it, we swap it. This is the value that we all agree upon. It's the fair market price of it. Oh, and I'm going to value it against other currencies. Euro USD, Andy Pepe, Andy USD, Andy ETH. That's literally Forex. It's more marketable, fast-moving, fun Forex. That is all that it is. That's all it ever
Look
was.
at this. Look at this guy.
Who is that? Never seen him before.
Some freak.
We should let's ban this guy, man. He's making a scene in the comments. Will's Outlook character. He seems like a bad actor. He's
scared.
I wonder if
bearish,
he knows who he is.
Will's bear look. He's just.
I would even go a step further, Max, in the fact, which I know we joke like the fundamentals of meme coins is like a meme, right? But I would say there are certain factors and certain fundamentals, features, I guess you would say, that do kind of separate the winners from the losers long term. And that is like, what's the overhead supply of that token? Like, did a cabal start the launch the token, take 30 or 40% of the supply, hold on to it, and they're waiting just to dump on everyone's head the second you get a pump? Or is it something where it's a fully diluted token? It was fairly launched. The team doesn't have a giant bag of it ready to dump on everybody, and then it could organically grow if a community and a group of people decide that it's worth something. And that's the key difference, in my opinion. And that's what we're seeing with these boys club tokens, is that not only are they're memes, yes, but there's no giant team or supply overhanging and bringing down that price or waiting to crush the chart. Like, that's the difference. Like, there's no one that controls it, and the community has a majority of the supply. And that's been very clear. That's what the winning aspect is. Like, something like, I know you guys mentioned it yesterday, so I'll bring it up because I haven't brought it yet up on Market Check, right? And that's base Pepe, right? Something like that where I saw it early. And the only thing that caught my eye with it was I saw that it was a fairly launched token, right? And that meant a lot, because that means that the team isn't going to hold the majority of the supply. There's not a giant, like these people, they call it sniping, right? Where the token launches and these people, they have people with money have bots, and they could spam the launch of a token, and they get a large supply that way. They even defended against that. So those features alone were very important to me, and told me that this is probably going to be a winner, because you don't have that giant supply overhanging. So when you do get that pump, you see it on all the meme coins, right? You get these giant pumps, and then the chart just tanks, right? And that's not, that giant tank isn't waiting for you. Yes, they're going to be people that got it early that have a larger supply, and they're going to sell as price goes up. But it's going to be a way more natural price action of a chart, right? And that's exactly what we're seeing with base Pepe. We're seeing it with Andy. We're seeing it with Wolf. Well, we're seeing it with Pepe. And that is that one key factor. I think it's very important when it comes to these things. So there are some fundamentals, I think, that do make a difference.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
We got some fat super chats, boys.
I know they are keeping the lights on today, that's for sure.
You guys are keeping the lights on at BB. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Seriously.
Where do we want to go? Do we want to hit some super chats and look at charts? What do you guys want to do here? Because everything looks good. I just don't even know like where we want to go.
Let's hit some super chats. I feel like I don't want to get too backed up on super chats.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know that we value them tremendously. So let's
Yeah, Todd.
So,
I see you, Todd.
yeah, he was coming for you, Louis. He said Louis ignores my super chats.
I can't put anything up on the stream. I don't have access. I have like the child lock on still. So
we haven't taken Louis' training wheels off yet.
Yeah.
With due time.
Do you know anything about this, Louis?
No, I don't know anything about the on-chain Kaspa tokens, but it might be worth taking a look at. Even though last time I was on stream, we were kind of talking crap on Kaspa.
Yeah, here's the deal. If it's not on TradingView, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's too small.
Real.
You
Yeah.
gotta have a threshold.
It's not even about size. Like, it's just about I'd have to switch my screen sharing. It's just a whole thing. But TradingView only puts good stuff on there, you know.
Yeah.
TradingView is a good filter for us.
Size too is a good because I know there's some beginners that come on these streams and they don't understand something that if we're showing something that's like a 1 million market cap size, if they put money into it, they could lose 50% of the money on one candle. So we also don't want to do that to our followers. So
thank you, Ozil.
Giga Chad. This guy, he was talking about base Pepe, I'm sure. Louis.
Put the eyes next to mine. Guys, do you really think? Okay, I mean, what do you think, guys? Do you think that I own or I don't own it? You know,
yeah. What's the consensus?
What do you really think? You know, think about it. Why does the chart look the way that it does? Who was bidding? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I do or I don't. I'm just asking. Like, do you really like? Thank you for the super chat, but what do you think? You know, what do you really think about that?
I think a rumor of you owning it alone is enough, right?
Max, it's literally going to pump right now that you
Rumors, man. Rumors are a funny thing. Rumors can be damaging because it's like whether they're true or they're not. Yeah. You go down with that rumor.
That's speculation. We'll get you.
I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Why was it moving the way that it was? Why was it pumping? You know? I don't know. These are good questions that I have yet to see an answer to. So
Giga Chad on Sol. This is the chart.
That's the OG Giga, isn't it?
This, by the way, Emilio, thank you. Thank you guys for the super chats. It's really awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh.
What?
$100.
Oh, man.
Is that our biggest super chat ever?
That's our man DK in the Discord, brother.
Oh,
is it?
Giga Chad.
Absolute Giga Chad. Thank you, DK.
Oh, no. Will just said you ignored my last one. I didn't even see it. Instead, he called the bottom at a time. Players have no father, no testosterone, and sleep on the bottom bunk in prison.
Wow.
Will.
He said it.
He said it. Yeah.
He really said it.
Thanks for the stream. Would you look at Cass and your thought? Well, I guess Giga needs to be talked to. Cass, all-time high with their listings. Firstly, to go back to the Giga Chad one. I mean, I think it looks good. I think it's kind of a noisy chart. Yeah, I mean, I think for Giga Chad, you cleared 230 mil. You're gonna probably just double pretty quickly, in my opinion. You clear this, you go there. That's all I have. I don't own any Giga Chad, but all right. On to Cass. You guys have the Cass charts if you want to pull up a Cass chart. I don't really have a lot of TA on Cass, but
I mean, I can pull it up. I feel like I've talked about it a bit, but I'll do it again. So let's get Kaspa up right here. Wait. No, I don't know why drawings look different. Okay. This is fine. So Kaspa having a nice day right here. My only concern with Kaspa right now is that you just have this supply region right here that it needs to chew through, which I think it will, right? I do think it will. I'm not discouraged by this chart at all. It's just that I think you're seeing a lot of other things, kind of popping off a little stronger right now. So for me, it's a matter of this is local range high and higher time frame supply. This is a big level. We've rejected from it now once, twice, arguably three. I mean, look how many times we got stuffed at this, red box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're in it for the 7th time. Eventually it's going to give, right? So either it drops down into this region and you spec it and you buy it, or simply put, you flip back above like 18 cents, 18.3. This is a shove right here, and then it's really simple because you could put your stop down here as I don't want to see it back in the range, right? And then just send it higher. But I am bullish Kaspa for sure. I am. I just think it's just at a sticky spot right here. Like this is a really, really stubborn area. But I think once you get above it, you're good to go. Because I also look at this. Like our fund owns a lot of Kaspa. BB Wealth Management owns a lot of Kaspa. And I know Jackus has been buying it on the book that he manages within BB Wealth Management. So, I mean, this chart to me, this feels like it's going to break down. This, I like to just kind of flip it once in a while. This to me feels like you're about to get some sort of trap door, and it's just gonna chad down like this. Like it's just gonna do this. So I think it's a matter of time. I'm bullish Kaspa, but just locally, right? You have a stubborn region that needs to be dealt with, and it's right here. This is your final boss right here. And in my view, when you get back above it, you're gonna enter a big expansion phase, right? So like really that's kind of it, That's kind of it. I'm not worried about it. It looks pretty good. Just need to get back above this region. And then I think you fly. So, I mean, you'll see something, let's see. See if there's any comparable price action over here. Yeah, I mean it's not perfect, but I would look at this as somewhat comparable, right? Where you just right up in here, you were just grinding up against it for so long, and then you finally just chatted through. And this isn't exactly the same, but you're kind of grinding up, but you see the similarities, like you're just grinding up against it, and then you're gonna just fly. It could be something, it could be like this, like it's gonna be hard to time it out. So you're probably best just holding some spot, but you'll get this grind up against it, and then you'll just rip, and I don't know when that's going to be. It'll probably be at the same time Bitcoin starts to rip, but it should do well. It should do well. We had another one here.
Kaspa on chain is something that interests me, to be honest. It might have to be something I look into.
Keep up the great work, boys. Proud BB Discord member. Could you guys look at Andy Turbo pair? If not, no worries. See you guys this afternoon in the call. Yeah, we could look at some Andy Turbo. All right. We looked at Turbo the other day, didn't we? I think we determined that there's one wallet that's a little bit scary. All right, here is Andy Turbo. So looks like it's trying to break structure now to the upside.
Yeah, it's clean.
That looks like a really clean breakout, right? Look at your bear trap right here at the low. So what this chart is showing, guys, is when the chart's moving up Andy's outperforming Turbo. When it's moving down, Turbo's outperforming Andy. So after multiple months of downtrend, it appears as though we are starting to break out finally. So this is a very bullish looking chart, which means that Andy in theory should continue to outperform that of Turbo. We had a nice little bear trap. We're breaking out right now. And I would expect it to continue, right? It looks a little different this way, but just so we can see all the price action. Yeah, it looks like Andy set a nice bear trap against Turbo and is now outperforming. So, but thank you, Sean, man. Appreciate you being in the Discord. Glad that you're loving it. Yeah, we will definitely see you this afternoon. But here's the chart for you. Just spunked my life savings into Andy. I don't know what spunked means, but I feel you, whatever it means. Will's outlook. Will, you're just spending all your BB money.
Yeah, he's spending his paycheck. Stop paying us, Will.
Mog is the future of finance. Imagine not bidding at 10 mil market cap. Couldn't be me. Will did bid. Will did bid down there. All right, I think that's
that.
popcat.
You guys did that yesterday.
Yeah, but they want it again.
They want it again.
Popcat against whiff. I don't have a strong opinion on this other than you definitely want to see this level hold if it comes down here. Without question, right? Because what's slightly concerning about it would be this is giving me like a little bit of a distribution type of vibe right here. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Where you've got this little trend line here. This is I'm assuming a weekly inefficiency. Yeah, it is. This is a huge one. So big weekly inefficiency down here. So big gap up, never came back to refill it. Weekly FVG right down here. You've got this nice trend line here. Make these a little smaller. 1, 2, 3 taps on it. Go to the 12-hour. 3 taps on it, and then you've got these, these sweeps of the highs, right? Took this out. I don't love that you're back down in this region, right? Like this is a sticky area now right here. This is now a tough region for you, and you're kind of back inside the range, and you've got this. So truthfully, like popcat against whiff, it kind of seems like you're going to do this and then maybe try to pop back up like this. And then if you get stuffed here, honestly, you probably come all the way down here. And then you can try to bid it back up, right? But guys, what this chart is showing is, again, popcat against whiff. So when this chart is moving up, popcat is outperforming whiff. When it's moving down, whiff is outperforming popcat. So they're pair trading very cleanly against each other. And I will just say I have some reason to be cautious down here, right? And that doesn't mean that popcat USD is going down. This chart, if it goes down, could just mean that whiff is outperforming popcat to the upside percentage wise. So I would just keep an eye on this chart because right now it's showing potential signs of distribution or a rotation from popcat back into whiff. So just be a little bit cautious of it.
Yeah, looks a little weak. I'm not gonna lie.
BB Wealth Management might need to do something about that. I know we own popcat, so
we do own popcat.
What's the USD pair look like?
It looks fantastic. Looks unreal. Pull up popcat, Max.
I mean, all these alts are going to have rotations. Each one takes turns pumping, but that doesn't mean the USD value. Like that looks like it's about to rip, or it's a deviation and it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I could see this level right here.
Yeah,
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I could
But
see one shake out.
I don't think it's like a bad. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, look, you got a 3-day imbalance right here. So this wouldn't surprise me at all to see that. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to short it or anything, but it's like at the same time, right? So we were just talking about the popcat whiff pair. So we could pull up the chart and imagine a scenario like this, where whiff just basically keeps going higher in the short term like this. And at that same time, popcat does this, retests this level.
Yeah.
Holds this trend line like this. This would cause the popcat whiff pair to pull back, right? If popcat just had a normal healthy correction or even paused here and whiff just kept going higher. So I think both are fine, right? Like both should be good. It's just, if you're really into pair trading, keep an eye out for that, right?
I mean, here's what matters at the end of the day with popcat, right? And it's this, right?
Yeah,
It looks identical to whiff at like 500 mil.
Yeah. Dude, we just got another fat super chat. You guys are going crazy today. Thank you so much for the support.
You guys like making money or something from watching Market Check?
Crazy.
Where are you guys getting all this money from?
Thank you to the moon. Thank you so much. Wow. This might be our biggest market check yet. It's got to be a few $100 already.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
All right, boys. What are we looking at?
Louis Tuesday. Let's get your charts up, man. We only get you twice a week. It's enough of this. Enough of this. We need your charts.
I'm hiding.
You're hiding. There's no hiding. Come on now.
Get him up there.
I'm just looking
Louis.
at
Cook.
I'm just looking at boring old Bitcoin here. But this
Bitcoin's gonna make you eat your words for saying that.
I know. That's what I'm trying to do. It's reverse psychology. I mean, this looks great. We've been following this in the Discord for a long time. This is the key here. Just hold on, let me turn off this. We are starting to break this local high here. And if you've been following along, Max has been talking about the market structure, making our first higher high. And it looks like we're in the process of doing that, which is extremely important to flip this market structure from lower highs, lower lows to higher lows and higher highs. And we're in the process of doing that. And that's very important to flip this consolidation from just being a consolidation into a continuation, right? Because you can have consolidation that fails. But this consolidation is doing its job. It shook out a lot of weak hands. It gave people euphoria and fear all multiple different times in the span of 6 months. We finally had our capitulation low here in August. They try to run it back again in September. These 3 dots were the bears' 3 chances to try to push us below this market structure at 52K, which for some reason a lot of people were just ignoring, right? Everyone was calling for way lower for some reason, 44K, low targets like that. But they were completely ignoring market structure to which we had here. And if they know anything about Bitcoin and the history of Bitcoin, is that it likes to front run these major, market structure levels in bull markets. They'll come down, they'll retrace some. We came into here. We even this wick maybe tag the top of this wick here, right? But everyone's waiting for that perfect retest of market structure. They get greedy to the downside, and then it just leaves you behind. Bears had 3 chances on this 3rd chance. Like Max has said in previous streams, we've seen massive buying volume on each of these. And I've been saying for the past 6 months, this looks more like reaccumulation than distribution, like most were talking about. And this is what you have to do. You got to bring price up, bring price down, and they buy up these lows every time they do that. And then once they're positioned, then they let the price go. And that's what we're in that stage of this consolidation where we are now working back to the range high, to our flag, descending trend line high. And I could see basically moving forward here, because we didn't even retest this key 60.5K level. This was a key level I've been talking to my Discord guys about. And we flipped it, and we basically just been bull chopping since. And I remember even on Tuesday, I said, well, I could see a scenario where we bull chop here, because everyone was waiting for this, because that's what we've been seeing over and over and over again for the past 6 months. So there's a lot of people waiting for either a retrace or a pullback or something, because Bitcoin left people behind, plain and simple. That's what it's great at doing, right? But we were talking about, Tugger's been talking about the bull chop scenario. I mentioned a bull chop scenario where basically we bull chopped into this local high, and then once we bull chopped enough, we cracked it to the upside, and we're starting to creep up to all this liquidity we have sitting up here, at the 70 to 72K level. This is all billions of dollars worth of liquidity that's just sitting here. And this is going to be our jet fuel. This is going to be our jet fuel that initially probably, pushes us up to the 80K level. Once we start to break, we are coming into resistance here. We can't ignore that, right? We have this downtrend, this top line of our bull flag, right? And then we also have these local highs here at 68.2, 69K. But, I could see something like this, come up here, maybe get some chopping here, kind of consolidate under resistance, similar to what we saw here, consolidate, bull chop into resistance, like FOMO in the bears, let them think it's going to retrace, let them think we're going to pull back, just more bull chop, more pressing up against resistance, and then bang. And then once we get into this green zone, the price is going to push. It's going to be like a rocket ship, because these people are going to be either have to close their positions, or they're going to be forced to close them. And that's just going to continue to push price higher. And I think that could push us to 80K, in pretty quick fashion, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, bull chop under resistance in bull markets is extremely bullish. I know we're coming from an environment, once obviously in the bear market, everyone's looking for that deviation high, the run of the highs, and then the retrace or the dump down, or like we've been seeing, you run a level, you get close to a level, and you just pull back. But now when the market starts to flip, right, and we start to see bullish price action, you're going to see a lot of things where they come to a key level, and instead of just retracing, they're going to consolidate or chop under that resistance. And in a bull market, those things are going to pop to the upside. They're not just going to deviate and just fully retrace their moves. That type of price action is done. And for a good trader and for people to make money in this market, you have to be able to flip your mindset and to know what type of market environment you're in. And I think we're going to be leaving a ranging environment, and we're going to be moving into a trending environment where you see continuation, where you see bull chop breaking to the upside rather than, pulling back. So, you got to be able to change with the times, and the times are changing, and we're seeing it across the board in crypto. So love to see it.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Cook.
Damn. Louis like, give me that water.
Yeah,
That was wow. Wow. Okay, Louis. Yeah, let's talk about ETH.
Let's talk.
I don't want to talk about ETH. I want you to talk about ETH.
Okay.
Louis, talk to me about ETH.
Well, something I've been talking about on ETH. Sorry if you guys can hear those sirens, but something I was talking about ETH. I mentioned this on a stream probably a couple weeks ago. Was I was comparing the RSI to back in this range here before we broke out of our bear market lows. And I was comparing the RSI to basically what we're seeing here was, we made our capitulation low here at our yellow dot. RSI came below this 30 level. We made a second low, just like we did here, but we never ran this low. Like a lot of people were probably waiting for this low to be ran on ETH back here. And I guarantee you a lot of people were waiting for this low to be ran here. you talked about it, Max, too, that everyone wanted that perfect retest. And what did he do? You got that front ran, just like Bitcoin likes to do. It likes to leave people behind, right? Because bears get greedy just like bulls get greedy. But what I was saying on the last stream was we got our second blue dot. We got our second low where, RSI reclaimed this 30 level. Same thing here. We got the below 30 on the yellow dot. We got our second low, front run of the low, reclaim of 30 on the RSI. And I was like, we need this downtrend break to confirm that ETH is in fact putting in a bottom down here. Obviously, I called it way earlier than that just because that's my job, is to try to catch these trends and trend changes before they happen. So, I was calling it back here when we were at this blue dot and I was finding the similarities. But on stream, I said, look, if we break this downtrend on the RSI, it's very likely that we're going to see something very similar to what we saw back here in the end of 2023, which was, from this green dot, from that RSI break, was 150% move to the upside for ETH. And that's exactly what we're seeing. We have now closed a couple days above this daily RSI downtrend. So we are now working on this downtrend break, which I think will lead to ETH finally flipping trend back into an uptrend and continuing higher here. And,
one question, Louis, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. What happens to our beta when that key reclaim happens? Is it leading and is it going to stall out? Is it going to trail ETH? Will ETH act as fuel for the fire? And how do you know?
Maybe go ahead.
No, that's it. I keep yapping. Cut me off. Do your thing.
Maybe we see an initial pullback. And sometimes, like we've seen this in the past, where when Bitcoin goes on those massive runs, when it puts in those 5-10% days, sometimes you see alts not even move just because all the liquidity is being taken by Bitcoin, right, on that initial pump. But if we do get a nice, meat stick candle here, break into this range, maybe put in a 10% candle on the day, whatever it is, on this initial move, yes, we'll alts pump, but I think we'll see a less pump out of alts, and ETH will kind of steal that liquidity and kind of take the show back in the short term. But like on a pullback, that's when you want to see the money flow back into those altcoins, and it's kind of that trickle down effect. But I mean, ultimately, if ETH's pumping, alts are just going to pump. It is what it is. Like the market's getting more efficient. It used to be a little more slow moving where Bitcoin would pump and then ETH would pump and then alts would pump. Now it seems as if the market's getting more efficient at front running those moves. So we're like, when Bitcoin and ETH start pumping, everything just is pumping. So, if we have enough liquidity, I think everything will move. But you can see a rotation where, ETH puts in a big move on the day. Some of your alts may not move as much, but let's say you get a pullback on that ETH move after the fact. Then you want to see that money flow into your altcoins. And that's when we're in a nice, healthy bull market for the altcoin market. So I'd be looking for something like that. But, at the end of the day, these things are so low beta and so small in size that it doesn't take much for them to pump. So, I mean, look at what we've seen. We've seen ETH just over the last, from the lows to here, it's put in a 26% move off the lows. But something like Andy, right, it is up probably 10x that, right, from the lows to here. We're up 280%. So you're seeing that beta play that Max has been pounding the table on, and it's absolutely coming through. ETH is up 29% off the lows, and Andy's up 240% off the lows. So you're seeing that 10x. It's basically a leverage long. Like instead of taking a leverage long where you can get liquidated, now you just get to hold an asset in spot, and you still get that 10x leverage type move that you want to see. It's crazy. The prophecy is in fact playing out, which is pretty crazy.
We're seeing a panic rotation into ETH beta right now. Yeah. The strong ETH beta, right?
Yeah.
It's becoming so obvious to everybody, man. It's
and that's what I'm saying. Like normally you would need ETH to probably put in a little more work here. Like I'd probably last cycle, you probably would see ETH pump a lot harder first, right? And then it would be followed up by a move like this. But you're seeing kind of ETH get front ran a little bit, and these betas are just ripping. I mean, ETH may still have a little more downside pressure from the Grayscale ETF. I'm not sure. I haven't checked those numbers in a while. I want to take a look. because there is some sell side pressure specifically to ETH, not anything else.
They were buying yesterday or the day
so
before.
net positive yesterday.
Oh, it was like 50 mil positive.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
people were buying. It was just that the selling was overrunning the buying, but that could
It
eventually.
was net. It was net plus 50.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're already seeing that subside, and that's what you could see it in the ETH chart as well. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the market's getting a little more efficient, and these ETH betas and these smaller plays are starting to get front run quicker than we're used to seeing, and it's clear. Like if you weren't positioned here at the lows and we're pounding the tables, like look at this fractal I was giving, guys. Like it's literally like pattern recognition just from staring at the charts for so long. Like I didn't learn this from anybody, right? Like it's like I remember I was here. This is when I was buying Andy back in May. When me and Max started linking up and started actually seriously talking, and this is something I saw, and we were buying here and it ripped, right? And then I was like, okay, well, look at this. But now we had the same thing, but on a larger time frame, right? We had this, inverse head and shoulders. I mean, this head and shoulders top, right? You had like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, and we were talking about the power of failed, patterns. Like a failed pattern are very explosive because shorts. I mean, no one even could short Andy, but we were still. It was still that pattern that failed, and we ignited out of there. And basically, I was looking at that, and I remember playing that, and I was like looking at it on the longer terms, like wow, like we're seeing the same thing, but on a larger scale, right? You have your shoulder, you have your head, you have your shoulder, and now we're just breaking the shoulder, just as we did back here. And look what happened. We got this massive run to the upside, and we're seeing the same exact thing, just on a larger time frame. So what do you think is going to happen? You think the move's going to be bigger or smaller? Right.
The longer the accumulation, the longer the breakout.
Yeah. So I mean, this is just playing absolutely beautiful. I know us and the Discord members, we were banging the table. I'm buying down here.
Louis, I bought so much Andy down there, bro.
I
was like that picture of like the guy holding up the earth like this. Like that's what Max is doing with the
as
Andy
was
part.
BB Wealth Management shoving.
Yeah. And,
my philosophy on it at that point down there was, okay, I know what's possible here. Someone has to step up and hold this ship up. And I shoved everything I possibly could as one man. And we had BB Wealth Management bidding too, and Tucker. Haggard's army was bidding, of course.
Yeah.
He was on the buttons. And I'm sure many others were also, but I don't have insights to everybody else's portfolio except my kind of inner crew. But I was literally bidding like all of our lives depended on it. And what you're seeing right now is we created a low float environment. We just kept scooping during that accumulation so that when conditions turned around, there was a lack of available supply on dexes because we were scooping, and then you get these huge squeezes. It's really, really simple. So,
and normally you would see, like, if this was like going back to what I was saying to earlier, like if you were seeing like someone that launched this with just intentions of making money and just screwing everybody over, you would see this chart continuing to bleed, right? Because they would just continue TWAP selling until they just extracted all the value. But instead, the major people, I mean, you didn't even help launch this. You just kind of came in and started buying it at some point, right? And the power of coming in at these key levels and buying without that overhead pressure, of like a cabal or a bad intention team that just is looking to extract value from the buyers. And you can see what happens in these environments for these natural price action for these tokens. It makes a huge difference. It really does.
And let me tell you a story quickly. So this was earlier this week, I believe. There was a guy that hit me up and he said, hey, I'm looking to buy basically 100 ETH worth of Andy. Can you help me find an OTC deal? Because he wanted a good fill. We were at like maybe 130 to 150 mil market cap. And I said, yeah, I'm personally not interested. I went through chart hell to get here and to accumulate my bag. I'm not interested, but I know all the big whales. Like I know all the top holders, the guys that own 1% or 0.5%, like the big boys. And I hit them all up All of our biggest guys, not just like guys in the whales chat, right? That's 1.5 bill. Those guys are big also. But I'm talking like I hit up our guys that own 1% to 0.5%, guys that have 7 figures in Andy. And I said, hey, I've got a guy that wants to buy 100 ETH worth, which at the time was like 225K roughly, a little bit more. And one of our largest holders, who he owns 1% of the project, he's like, no. The other guys, no. And some of them didn't even get back to me. Our top holders don't even want to take off a little bit. They could have sold $220,000 to $250,000 worth of Andy OTC just to take a little bit off the table from a huge pump, and none of them wanted to do it. Didn't get one bite. And I told this guy, I was like, I'm sorry, like, no, our big boys don't want to sell here. Like, they're not interested. Like, half of them didn't even respond to me, and the other half were like, no, I'm good, thanks. Yeah. So he just started bidding on the open market. He just starts clipping in like, 10 ETH at a time. So, I mean, it's real, guys. Like, people, they recognize like that's the difference. Our big boys recognize what they have in front of them. Nobody's like scrambling to want to get out. Everybody's like, I refuse to sell here. Like, not even close. Because we've spent so much time working on becoming the most educated community that these guys actually know what they're holding, and they know what they're trading and why it trades the way that it does. And they can't imagine even shaving a little bit. Like, some of these guys, they own 10 billion Andy. And this individual wanted to buy like $1 billion to 1.5 billion, just a fraction of these whales, these mega whales bags. And none of them bit. None of them wanted to do it. They could have still held, 8 to 9 billion of Andy. They're all deep in profit, and none of them wanted any ETH. None of them. It's crazy, I mean, it's encouraging, right? Like, they understand. That's the difference here. You're dealing with a unicorn of a community, one of the most educated communities, if not the most educated meme coin communities out there. Sophisticated investors that all have deep pockets, that do not want to sell and they want to keep buying. That's the difference.
Big difference. Check difference. Big difference.
Let me steal the chart here. So someone was asking about Wolf, and I think we should talk about this because we're doing some pretty cool things. So this is Wolf. This is Wolf ETH. Wolf ETH is in price discovery. Wolf has just made a new all-time high against ETH. Do I even need to explain this?
Wolf literally, what are we talking about?
What are we doing? No one will answer me, Tucker. Like, I'm beginning to feel angered and saddened by the lack of response that I have to that very important question. What are we even talking about?
Oh my God.
When this chart's moving up, Wolf is a better hold than ETH. When it's moving down, money's flowing out of Wolf back into ETH, right? And look at this. 1, 2, 3, breakout, perfect retest, all-time high. Wolf ETH, which is the true valuation, not the US dollar valuation, is now in price discovery. Doesn't get much better than that. Hard to deny. How about Wolf Pepe? Wolf Pepe swept the all-time high and is now reaccumulating. And everybody and their grandma wants this perfect retest right here. They all want to bid here. Everybody and their grandma wants to bid right here. And they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. This is Wolf against Pepe. Look at this. Perfect retest of the previous all-time high. Built a little block. Mega demand. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Curling up. Swept the all-time high. Reaccumulating. This is going to do this. Wolf Pepe flirting with price discovery. Wolf ETH already in price discovery. What are we talking about here? You know? You can't make this up, guys. It's just data. This is why we've been so vocal about the boys club, because we knew that they would lead off of the lows. And there would be a recentering and a refocus into strong memes with strong fundamental narratives. And this is what that looks like. Pepe is up, guys. Let's put up Pepe.
It's pay
Pepe.
homage.
It's not like Pepe's down either. Pepe's up a lot. So here's Wolf Pepe. Pepe from the lows is up 83%. And Wolf Pepe, the pair, is basically in price discovery. You guys should recognize what that means at this point. That means that Wolf is confirmed beta to Pepe. It's pair trading perfectly against it. And Pepe USD is up. That's how much Wolf USD is up. I mean, it's incredible.
It's silly, Max. It's just silly. We're entering just silly valuation season.
Silly land.
Yes,
I
literally.
mean, this is what the chart's going to look like right here.
Get silly.
This is what we all knew was coming. It was always on the horizon.
Crazy. I'm just gonna have music. I'm just gonna be dancing on these streams, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, I was up till 2 a.m. last night in the trenches, just blasting EDM music. Like, we are back. Okay, like, we're back. That's how you know.
I mean, it's just beautiful. Like the charts just don't lie, right? Like you can be like, I don't like the memes, and oh, I disagree. How you can't disagree? This is numbers. 2 + 2 is 4. Wolf is flirting with price discovery against Pepe, and it's already in price discovery against ETH. Like, look at this. Look at this chart. What are we talking about? Every day, it's like, what do we even like? What more do I need to present? You know, I've presented the data every day at the lows. We've tracked everything for months, and now it's starting to happen. And if you think this is going to be like Wolf reaccumulated for, Wolf reaccumulated for 4 months against ETH. Oh, it's up a lot. I should probably sell. You don't reaccumulate for this long against ETH when ETH USD is literally not even, ETH USD hasn't even reclaimed support yet. Right? When ETH USD gets up into this region, so this is Wolf ETH on the left, breaking out into all-time highs. When ETH USD finally gets above here, do you understand what this Wolf ETH chart is going to look like? It's literally going to be up in here. You know? And ETH USD is going to do this. You know? And you're going to see Wolf, in hundreds of millions of dollars of valuation. That's how the pairs work. Crazy.
Yeah, it's unreal. What are they? Oh, they're throwing out some crazy tickers in the chat per usual. I just want us to hold above 66K, man. That's really all. Really 65, honestly, but we look so good. I mean, Max, will you pull up the September monthly chart for me, please?
On what? On Bitcoin?
On Bitcoin.
Do you think September will be green, Tucker?
I think September is looking green, guys. I think it's looking green. I wish you could still put a tweet on the chart the way you used to, but no.
Legendary tweet.
I mean, it was bold, man. I was really concerned it wasn't going to happen, if I'm being honest, but Study that FVG full fill. And we thought we were going lower. I mean,
The monthly candle before that gave you the hint, right? Yes,
Dude,
talking
this
about
is
that.
going to giga send.
I know. It almost brings a tear to my eye, Max. I mean, look at that chart.
Well, we stuck it out, right? We put in the work.
I can't believe people were saying this is like a top. Like, look at every Bitcoin top, man. This looks nothing like any other Bitcoin top.
Nothing.
It just doesn't. As Will would say, we are in the mid market, which, I don't really know what that means, but we're like in near mid cycle, just kind of, garbage price action for 6 months. And Q4 having your election. I mean, I'm not even going to name everything. It's just, of course we're going up. Of course we're going. We knew we were going to go up. This is, yeah, there we go. Do some of that. Oh boy. Make it a little.
How'd you just do that?
Boy.
What'd you just do?
Yeah, that's unreal. That's unreal.
That's what it's gonna look like, though.
No, it really is. Like, when does that maybe drag it out a little bit more? But yeah, right there. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Is that like an updated bars pattern feature?
No, I took a screenshot and pasted it. You gotta. This is a level of autism that you could only strive for, Louis. You have to be born with this. You can't teach this.
Look at this. No, Manish, this is not my token.
Tuker.
That's funny.
Tuker.
Yeah.
Max Haggard Louis 69 Inu.
This is what the chart's gonna look like. Wait, we're overbought. Wait, people are bidding on perps. Open interest is rising too much. Oh my goodness.
That's like the problem. I know we talk about the PTSD, but it's like, so people are looking for like open interest and like swing fails and all that. And that works in a ranging environment. Like, we're going to be leaving this ranging environment and people are starting to be looking at the stuff that worked in the ranging environment and not trending. And that's why people will continue to get burned and will have to capitulate higher. And that's what usually pushes these cycles higher. You know what I mean? It's crazy because the people will continue to short and fade these moves using stuff that worked in an old environment that's not going to work in the new environment.
Yeah. Chart just looks insane. Like, are you prepared for the chart to look like this, Anon? Right? Like, that's the only question that needs to be answered. Right? Like, you have very few opportunities, even in crypto, to make gorillions of dollars, right? It's like you've got 6 to 12 months every 4 years to print like a madman and then get out. Like, and the time is upon us. Okay. So I don't know what anybody is like fretting about. Like, this is the time to put the pedal to the metal, in my opinion. So
I think we need to check in on my Bitcoin cycle chart. That's what we need to do.
Do it.
Dude, that looks so good.
I know. It looks unreal.
Who could have foreseen that we were about to start moving up right here?
Yeah. Is that a little November open dumpy? Oof. That's okay. If you can endure what we just did, you can endure just about anything.
Yeah, I'm looking at my old FOMC chart that I put up.
Look at this, guys. Bitcoin halvings on all 3 cycles marked out. U.S. elections marked out. all 3 cycles. Look at what we're doing. We're climbing perfectly with these previous cycles. Look at this. Current cycle is in green. What are we talking about? Look at that.
Man. Giga hubris, Max. Giga hubris. How
All
do
you need to
respond
know
to
is that when Tucker buys a new watch, just sell everything.
Yeah.
That's
no
it.
matter what I'm saying to you, okay? Because at the time I will be euphoric, okay?
When Tucker buys a new AP, and he's gonna buy a blacked out Cadillac Escalade, fully loaded, and a new AP, and he's gonna be bullish, and then just sell everything. And he'll
Sell
be
it
like,
all.
"No, we're gonna go higher. Just ignore him. Sell everything."
No, sell everything. Yeah.
Blacked out Escalade with the license plate, big Haggard, and a
Yeah.
new AP. Sell
That's how
everything.
you know. Sell everything. Yeah.
What are the likes looking like, guys? I'm looking. 500 watching, 339 likes. I give it a B minus.
I'd say B or B minus.
Yeah.
We can do better.
Yeah.
I just can't fade this, man. I can't fade this chart. I won't do it.
Why would you fade history?
Do you want to be a history fador?
No.
I don't.
Those who fade history are doomed to repeat it.
You know what's going to be
Mhm.
crazy, man, is just all the people that have messed this cycle up again.
How many
Yeah.
implosions have we seen? It's crazy. It's crazy.
How
It
many
really is
people
crazy.
have overcomplicated this cycle to a point of analysis paralysis and are going to have to go through this entire cycle with maybe at best a 2x if they start redeploying into really safe, ooh, I'm not so sure type of names.
Mhm.
And we're going to literally print 1,000x's on all of our bags. And all they had to do was just left curve it like we suggested the whole time.
Max, do me a favor. So, just looking at this chart, is it March or April that those things kind of top?
So, Tucker, could you do me a favor and Google something for me before I
Mm,
answer? Could
Max.
you Google the date of the Bitcoin Las Vegas conference next year?
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm going to mark that out on this chart.
Wait, I think it's May 28th, but let me
Please give it a Google for me.
May 27th.
We're going to show up fully deployed in cash.
May 27th. Yeah, we'll be fiat maxis at the Bitcoin conference.
Okay, so 2025 Bitcoin
Might be too late.
Vegas conference.
No, because see, look, Louis, the top for the purple, it got later, right? Or no, was it sooner?
Low key, high key, sell April 1st.
Bitcoin conference, yeah.
April Fool's Day.
Sell April 1st, get through
Mhm.
Q1, sell April 1st. Okay. April, according to this fractal, if you were to sell April 1st ish, you would have sold this giant peak before a giant 38 or 40% correction, and you would have sold 58K Bitcoin, and then summer lull, and then run it back at the end of the year for one final zhoosh. Sell 30 days before the Bitcoin conference. Take some profits.
I think
Right
that's
here.
actually
Sell at the very, very end of Q1, early Q2 of next year. Take some profits before summer. Buy the dip, run it back. Really simple.
Where is that if we were to buy the dip? Just sold. I mean, are you buying in May? Is that where that is?
I think you buy middle of May to middle of June.
Just
30-day
set a
window
little,
to accumulate.
yeah, set a little twop for a month.
so front run the sell in May, and then we buy in May.
And then you sell everything in October because I'm telling you right now, October will be the top next year.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like it was the
100%.
previous 2 cycles, 100%. Dude, there is no greater top signal at all than a bunch of rich crypto geeks balling out in Vegas nightclubs. Not a single better top signal
Yeah.
before selling may go away.
Yeah.
Do not fade the Bitcoin conference in Vegas, the top signal of top signals. Do not fade it.
Man.
We're going to run up from now until April, and you jeet, take profits, buy the summer lulls when everyone says it's over. That was it. The recession's here. Run it back into October.
Yeah. April, March has always been the time period. Always. It's the move this cycle. Yeah.
I've never been to
Can't
Vegas.
wait.
Fun
I
fact.
can't wait. We're literally going to retire our bloodlines by April.
It's crazy.
It's wild. I don't know.
And I'm going to just be bared up at the Bitcoin conference.
It's going to be unreal.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Dude,
super bad.
Bitcoin's the future, and I'm going to be like, I sold everything.
I'm
What do you
sure.
mean? You guys didn't sell everything?
I'm short my net worth. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't
Are we
get
going,
it.
Max?
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to do a little BB meetup also. It's going to be
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I've
great.
never been to Vegas. Fun fact. So
I'm gonna be a fiat maxi at the Bitcoin conference.
Yeah.
my wife's dancing in the background. I think she wants to go too.
Dude, we'll bring the ladies of BB
The women of BB.
with a lot of security.
Yeah.
Oh, the most security.
I'm gonna hire the biggest security guard you could possibly find.
Yeah.
Ladies of
You're not even
BB.
gonna be able to see me. Just gonna be hidden behind the big guy.
Guys, Jeet, end of March, early April. Jeet.
Counting on BB to give us that info throughout, brother. That's
You will
classified.
get snippets of it. But you
Yeah.
have to also recognize that if I come on here in April and start spewing bearishness, 6 months from now, you have to realize the implications of that. I can't really do that. You understand? We can't really do that.
Everyone's gonna hate us.
They will hate us, but we will also ruin lives inadvertently. We will have good intentions, but we have to be a little bit more vague about it. If you really want to see behind the curtain, you need to be in the Discord. You get full positional updates and everything like that. I'm just letting you know. I can't come on here to thousands of people and be like, I'm selling everything. Like, there will be shockwaves if we do that. We got a lot of time. The best is yet to come. I'm just letting you know. You need to be in the Discord, and you need to be using BB Terminal, which segues us perfectly into the very end of this fine episode. Guys, here's the deal. If you love Market Check, you will love the Discord, and you will love using BB Terminal. I'm going to share my screen. Guys, check out the links in the description below. It will take you to our website where you can browse our premium section. The BB Terminal is out now. Spaghetti charts, heat maps, Agger with Active Trader, high time frame DCA indicators, and then the Discord, 3 hours a day of private live conference calls with me, Tucker, Louie, and the entire BB team. We talk charts, Q&A, analysis, things that we don't cover here on YouTube, guys. Full access behind the curtain. Here's a little snippet of Jackus doing some TA. This is kind of what you can expect twice a day. And if you miss them, we record everything for you and archive them so you can watch them at your convenience. Okay? Additionally, here's what you get for everything. BB Terminal plus Telegram Alerts channel. It's the best. You can also pay with crypto for all of it now. You can pay with crypto. Think of it just like gas, okay? Paying a little bit of gas. There's no community out there that is doing what we are doing here at BB. We have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars reinvesting into things like the BB Terminal and making the Discord the absolute top tier best product in all of crypto. This market is simply too big to navigate alone. You need your pack. You need your crew of guys that you can trust, guys that have a proven track record of crushing it in these markets, and a community that serves as a hive mind. We have some absolute monsters that are members of the community. It's truly a hive mind. It's an unparalleled experience, guys. So check this out. Check this out. And this dude, stop shilling in our comments. Stop shilling in our comments. You've been cheated. Goodbye. But guys, check this out. This is everything you get. You're going to want to be a part of it. We're probably going to wall off the Discord again as we start really pumping because things just get too crowded and we need to maintain the integrity of it. It's too valuable to all of us as well. So guys, here it is.
Coupon code Louis9, Louis Louie and the number 9. You get 10% off for life. Study lifetime discounts and study family.
Yeah. But guys, check this out. Join us somewhere, guys. Join us somewhere. Join us on the terminal. Join us in the Discord. You get full access to us. Literally, Emilio's literally in the Discord. Ignore Emilio. Emilio is in the Discord.
Yeah, he's funny. He wants all of it for himself.
Yeah, wow. Emilio's in the Discord. Ignore Emilio.
Look, he literally said it's gonna suck when BB's too big.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, join us. Join us somewhere. Join us BB Terminal. Join us Terminal plus Discord. Everything, guys. It's unreal. You're gonna love it. There's no experience like it. And if that's not your speed, check out the Academy, guys. We got 3 courses available. If you want to learn, if you like my charting and you want to learn how to make your trading view charts absolutely beautiful and top tier, I made this free BB Academy course. Shows you how to basically smooth out the data, make everything very easy to navigate. Check this out, guys. It's got everything you could ever want or need. So check that out. Additionally, if you really want to take your trading to the next level, check out the paid course. You can watch this funny little video of me telling you why it's important to learn to navigate these markets from a technical and fundamental perspective. But we spent about 6 months building out this course, guys. It's got all of our tips, all of our tricks, all of our strategies that we have cumulatively accrued over decades successfully navigating these markets, guys. It's got everything that you will learn. A lot of people out there, us included, teaching TA for free. There's a big difference between a paid experience and a free experience. So like if you really love market check, you are going to absolutely love this stuff. Invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your trading or investing journey, and do it with BB, guys. Additionally, if you want to learn how to set up a hyper liquid trading account, Louis has this course right here, guys. How to do hyper liquid, I guess. Look at that. Look at that handsome smile.
How to trade perps. Gives you a full rundown on how to trade on leverage.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, guys, check this out. Join us somewhere. And again, like BB Terminal. You got portfolio tracking, really, really beautiful dashboard right here, guys. Again, on-chain indicators, hard stuff to find and compile. And again, we spent a lot of time and money building the Swiss Army knife of products for you guys. It's got everything that you could need or want. Connect your wallets for portfolio tracking. It's awesome, guys. So yeah, support us, support your trading journey. You need your pack, right? You need your pack. You need guys that you can lean on, guys that you can trust, and we want to be those guys for you. All right, you will try it out. Try it out. The course is not a part of the Discord package. The course is not a part of the Discord package. But if you join the Discord and you hit me up and say, hey, bro, got any discount codes for the course? I'll see what I can do for you. I will see what I can do for you. But yeah, guys, you want to be a part of this. Start taking it really seriously. Commit to it either as a full-time or second-time job. And this is the best resource out there. I do not say that lightly. You can ask Tucker. I am a 100% tried and true perfectionist. Nothing goes under, without my look on it, without my fingerprints all over it. I'm an absolute perfectionist. I don't say this lightly. It is the best product on the market, either terminal or terminal plus Discord. But guys, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate your guys' continued support of what we are building. Yeah, you can use this code right here.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's wrong. Don't use that code. Who did that?
Louis.
I did that. What is it?
Who's Lewis?
Louis.
Oh,
Louis.
Oh, man.
Oh man, you doxed me.
Oh, over.
It's over. It's over for
over.
me.
I mean, that's not that much of a stretch, guys.
Nah,
Come
I'm
on
kidding.
now.
I don't care. Come
There
get
you
me.
go.
If you guys
Louis
use this
9.
code right here, Louis9, you will get 10% off. 10% off. Why did we do 9 when it's 10% off? Can someone
I don't
explain
know.
that to me?
I have no idea.
That was an Ed thing.
I don't understand the math on that. Okay, you get 10%
Dev-
off
devs.
lifetime. That's not 1 month of a discount. 10% off anything on our website right here. Louis9. 10% off every single month, guys.
That's like if you do 10 months of gold, you get a month free
Basically, check math, good math.
Good math, Louis.
for
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Please like and subscribe before you go. Check out the links in the description below. Appreciate the support. Love you all. Jeet your bags before the Bitcoin conference next May, and we will see you guys Monday. Today's Friday, so everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe and take care.